Well, the Jets have made some big changes this year, starting with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams are gone. Then they bring in Aaron Glenn, former defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions. I got to admit, if you're a Jets fan, it's not looking good right now. Aaron Glenn coming out saying that he's in the business of keeping good players. Lost the two best players on the team, arguably. Woody Johnson then coming out and saying that in Justin Fields' draft, they either wanted him or Trevor Lawrence, and they drafted Zach Wilson over Justin Fields. Not a great look. And especially at this point in Madden where Justin Fields is, it's just not looking good. You got his kids running the franchise, right? Then you've had some good re-signings. You have a lot of good key players on defense, a lot of players that can develop. On offense, in real life, Justin Fields can develop. In Madden, we're going to try our hardest. I don't think it's going to happen, especially with this receiving core that we have now. And Allen Lazard may not be a Jet next year. They gave him permission to seek a trade, and he has found none because he's just an Aaron Rodgers merchant. Breece Hall hasn't really been able to put together a great year. Garrett Wilson, same thing. He shows a lot of inconsistencies. I still think he's probably closer to a top 15 receiver than not. And I think, probably well in that top 15 range because the highs are so high. He does have some lows, though. The offensive line isn't the best, but not bad. You just draft Fashanu. He can develop. Tippmann can develop. You also bring in Josh Myers. You got Elijah Vera Tucker. You have Warren, who, we really need right tackle. Maybe where we go in the draft. Need tight end. Need a receiver. Have to start looking at quarterback soon. Need some defensive pieces. Just don't know where we go with those defensive pieces. It can be a little bit of a question. We're just going to have to lock in, get into this first draft, and see what we can do. All right, well, we are in the draft. We have pick 7. And really, this may be big. I don't think, Will Campbell's got to be the pick, right? I think it's got to be Will Campbell. Kelvin Banks is really... Will Campbell's going to be the pick, though. He's the best left tackle available. We're going to move him to right tackle. Not a big deal. Ranked at 2, got him at 7. Hidden dev. It's going to be beautiful. He's going to be our starting right tackle. All right, and I don't think Tyler Warren will be here in real life, but I'm going to take him right now. We need a tight end. We need some weapons. Normal dev... it is what it is. I used Reed in the last rebuild. I'm going to use him again. He's a really good... he develops good. He's normal dev, but he develops. And this is where I'm going to take Amanawari. Now, I know he's going to be gone. He's going to probably be a first, maybe early second round pick, I think. Naturally. But hidden dev safety... He kind of fixes our safety position. We're good there. All right, we're going to take Fintrell Cypress here, or Cypress, however you say it. A decent zone coverage guy that is really fast. Not looking great, but you know what? It's okay. These custom-made classes are hard. We're getting out here. Round 5, we're getting out. All right, well, I'm happy with this draft class. We get Squirrel White down here in the 6th. That is an interesting addition. 98 speed, 94 excel. I'm going to see if he can get like an offensive rookie of the year. We'll probably throw him in the slot. Some linebackers, a right guard. But I'm not upset with this class at all. We got some young guys that we can definitely start. All right, well, we're about to hop in to year 1, and this is what the team looks like. You could almost say we could probably upgrade at tight end, but Tyler Warren's a rookie. Maybe he develops really well. Our offensive line looks good. I feel confident in the ability of it to protect Justin Fields and let Breece Hall have a really good year. We threw Squirrel White into the slot receiver mix. I kind of really want him to pop off and maybe, shoot for a rookie of the year. Defensively, we have Amanawari in. Reed is not in. I just think this is the better lineup. that we can have. I have Cypress at the slot corner as well. I want him to develop. I just really think this is the best way for our team to kind of push forward. So with the team looking like this, we're waiting for some people like Jermaine Johnson to come back from injury. I'm hoping Quentin Williams and Will McDonald can kind of hold the D-line down for the time being. Let's go ahead and hop into year one and see where it takes us. All right, well, we're 2-5, but somehow we're second in the division. Our division is terrible this year. Where is our... Ooh, Sauce Gardner. Yeah, we're just not playing good, and I'm okay with that. It's not a big deal. Early on, I really don't expect Justin Fields to have a good... I see us replacing him soon, and it could be this year. Depending on how the team plays and what quarterbacks are there, I'm not going to really try to scout any of them, but if we just have first pick overall, what do we do? And we're going to, of course, sign Sauce Gardner to a quite lengthy contract. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but he's going to stay. Garrett Wilson, we're going to keep around. He wants to be here. That's a 5-year deal. Brees Hall, 24, and we just, for this price, I think we do. A 5-year 40. I'm okay with that. AVT, he stays on the team. You pay your offensive linemen, especially when they're young and good. Oh, he didn't accept it. Jermaine Johnson, I want to throw a 2-year on, and I think it's going to be probably like this. A 2-year 36. I just want to see if he develops. If he doesn't, we can back out. Quincy Williams is gone. I'm not overpaying a player that doesn't want to be here. John Simpson, I think we can replace. We're not in the business of overpaying for players. And that's it, plain and simple. We'll keep AVT and maybe just take the rest to the free agency. And Justin Fields, not great. 10 touchdowns, 10 picks. Brees Hall doing pretty good, 421. 3 touchdowns for receiving. Garrett Wilson leading the way. Squirrel White's not doing great, but I think it may have changed our offense around. Tyler Warren's second is something. The rookie leading the way in sacks with 8 so far is not good. CJ Mosley in tackles, Quentin Williams in TFLs, and Quentin Williams in sacks. Not doing great in the sack department. 3 picks for Sauce Gardner, 2 for Quincy Williams, 2 for Sherwood, 1 for 4 others. I'm not expecting to do good year one. That's just what it is, plain and simple. So let's take a look and see if we know any of our dev traits. I know Amanawari's a star. I don't know Will Campbell's. Will Campbell is superstar. Never drafted him before. So that is pretty good. Defensively, Amanawari's star. We knew that. Jalen Johnson is back, so hopefully that helps us out a little bit. And I want to make sure, okay, it did change our, when Jermaine Johnson came back, I should say. It changed our specialist up, so we're going to try to throw Squirrel White back in the slot receiver role. I want a rookie of the year. Preferably from him. Tyler Warren would be cool if he gets it, but Squirrel White is who I want to see in that role. All right, well, we get AVT signed on 4-year deal. Get him locked in. That's all we needed. All right, well, 6-11 it is. 90 mil left. There's no really big point in checking stats. That's a terrible year. Terrible year from Justin Fields. Brees Hall with a decent year. Receiving, it looks like Squirrel White got benched again, so no rookie of the year for him. A lot of sacks. CJ Mosley had a really good year for tackles. Quentin Williams with TFLs. And Jermaine Johnson, 8.5 sacks. Decent sack numbers, nothing great there. 4 picks for Michael Carter, 4 for Sauce Gardner, 2 for Quincy Williams, 2 for the rookie Nick Amanawari, and 2 for Jamie Sherwood. 4 solo picks for a couple other guys. We did better than I hoped because I was looking for a downfall year for sure. And I don't think we're going to really be in any of these award categories. I would like to, I was hoping an offensive or defensive player of the year. Tyler Warren's down there at 9. Defensively, Amanawari at 9 as well. We're not going to, Breece Hall's on the running back list. But I don't really think we're going to have Tippmann on the offensive line. Not going to have anybody else, though. We got some DBs of the year up there, but nothing insane. And Greg Zuerlein, Greg the Leg, makes the list for kicker of the year. Guys, real quick, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Dubby. If you need energy and you're tired of the same lame canned energy drinks, all the Red Bulls, Monsters, all that, etc., that's really bad for you, take a look at Dubby. It equates to $1 per drink. They have some great flavors. Go to dubby.gg. Pick out the flavors you want. Maybe get a shaker cup because they have some pretty good ones. And use code BusterPlays at checkout to get 10% off. Now, let's get back to the video. And I doubt we really have any dev trait upgrades. None on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, maybe. And no, it looks like... Oh, Michael Carter does go up to star dev. So that's a plus. Everybody else stays the same, though. We got to look at replacing a lot of these players. And the Baltimore Ravens win the Super Bowl. Nnamdi Madubuike winning the Super Bowl MVP. Your rare defensive player MVP. All right, well, these are the two players we're targeting in the free agency. Deron Bland, we lock up that corner 3 spot. And Jameson Williams. Bring another receiver in. We still may have to look at drafting one. We do get Deron Bland. Jameson Williams, though, it doesn't look like we're going to get. And we don't. So wide receiver is still going to be a little bit of a tough option. I don't really see anybody worth bringing in here. That's going to be like, an upgrade. You know what? We're going to throw a small contract Deron Bland's way. Or Jahan Dotson's way. I don't know what I'm talking about. He would still technically be our corner, too. See if we get him. And we do. So we do bring in a receiver in corner. Maybe Deron Bland can lock up on the defensive side to be that true addition. It's a great corner room now. And Jahan Dotson just adds a little extra to offense as we probably look for a rookie and try to use one more year with Justin Fields. All right, well, we're at the draft. We have pick 8, so we only move up 1 spot. But it is a move up. And, I was really contemplating going receiver here. Or I thought about quarterback. As you can see, I focus scouted him, but it's not great. Justin Johnson looks fantastic, but so does... Well, actually, I say he looks... He's a positional need. Jimmy Edwards. We need a right outside linebacker. We need to, strengthen up this defense. And he does look good. So we're going to go with him. Ranked at 19. A hidden dev power rusher. He is going to be a fantastic player, hopefully. All right, well, we need a left guard. And this looks like the best left guard. This early. Ranked at 30. Got him at 40. Hidden dev. That's perfect. Exactly what we need. Shore up the offensive line. Keep it improving. Now, we do not have a 3rd round pick. That really kind of messes up my my draft. We got to try to find a receiver. And in these late days, the best way to do that is the 4.25, where Matt Wells, or for the 40, where Matt Wells ran a 4.25. We're just going to go ahead, pick him. 104, got him at 104. Normal dev. Maybe he's good enough. And taking a look at the draft recap, we didn't really do bad. I wish we would have gotten that other defensive tackle, but these 2 players are going to be big additions to our team. So I'm not upset at all. All right, well, we have the team straightened out here for year 2. Really hurting at receiver. We could definitely use some upgrade there. But we're probably going to pop Squirrel White in a 3 spot. Just he's got a better chance of developing. The offensive line looks good, though. I have a lot of faith there. Tyler Warren, if he can continue to develop, he will be good. Justin Fields has gone up a little bit, so hopefully that continues. The defense looks pretty good. We got Edwards in here. We added Deron Bland. We're going to have to look for some defensive linemen next year. Jamie and Sherwood started to regress a good bit, but I still think we can figure this out and just build off the bones of this defense. So let's get into year 2 and see if we can win. I mean, I think we could make a playoff jump. And I was wrong. 1-6. I'm just going to assume that it is Justin Fields. I haven't looked at anything yet as we try to keep Joe Tippmann. Will McDonald. I mean, that really depends on stats. 27, 79 overall. I don't think so. And that gives us plenty of money to kind of take into the free agency and try to find some replacements for a lot of these guys. And yeah, it's just got to be Justin Fields. That's just what it is. 8-7. That's not great. Breece Hall doing pretty good. Receiving, it's not terrible. I mean, I've seen worse. Will Campbell still letting up a lot of sacks. I don't understand that. He's superstar dev. He's pretty good. Sherwood leading the team in tackles. Jermaine Johnson in TFLs and Jermaine Johnson in sacks. Yeah, Will McDonald's not getting paid. That is abysmal. Only 3 picks. Now, does our rookie Jimmy Edwards does have 2 sacks? So he's, I mean, for what the defense has put up, it's pretty decent. And I don't think we had any real dev traits on Beasley. He's star dev. That's pretty good. Will Campbell's lighting up so many sacks. I don't know what's going on there. Defensively, Edwards is superstar dev. Okay, so that's huge. So we have our fix at right outside linebacker. Now, left outside, I've seen Reed develop before. He might not this time because he didn't start his rookie year. But nobody's going to develop if we're losing games. All right, well, we have a DB breakout here for Quantez Stiggers. I hope that's how you say that. And, I mean, I don't think he's going to get it. I don't even know why he's playing or sees the field at all. But we're going to not jump in here. No, sim this game against the Colts and hope that he got it. I don't feel confident. We lost by a lot. So defense was on the field a lot. Now, I don't think he got it. Doesn't look good. Yeah, only 1,000 XP. So did not get it. Let's just keep on pushing through. All right. And even though our overall is better, our team played worse. 3-14 is just not great. And you just can't win. 22 touchdowns, 22 picks is terrible. We have to replace him this year. Breece Hall doing pretty decent again. Receiving, Jahan Dotson led the way. That's some terrible receiving numbers. And Will Campbell, a lot of sacks. Maybe it's just Justin Fields holding onto the ball. Jamie and Sherwood, hopefully a dev trait. Jermaine Johnson in TFLs. Jermaine Johnson in sacks as well. Where did the rookie? He had 2. Hopefully he doesn't lose his dev trait. 2 picks for Reed, 2 for Zaire Barnes, 1 for a couple others. Really just didn't see that improvement on defense that I was hoping for. And it could be because they were on the field so much because of all the interceptions. So we have to fix that this year. And I mean, we're not going to be in any of this. I'm really hoping that maybe we could have snuck in. Yeah, no, the Browns got both offensive rookies, or both rookie of the years. And I doubt we got anything outside of that. We just weren't good. That's what it boils down to, plain and simple. 3-14, you're not going to win any awards. I would like to see what kind of dev traits we got, if we got any. We could have lost, and that been it. Yeah, nothing on offense, as expected. Defensively, Jermaine Johnson goes up to superstar dev, so we gain a little bit. And the Green Bay Packers and Josh Jacobs with the Super Bowl MVP, but the Green Bay Packers win the Super Bowl, so you get, good for a Green Bay Packers fan there, I guess. All right, well, we're looking to overpay Gervon Dexter and Lucas Van Ness. Probably going to move him to left end. Gervon Dexter's going to stay defensive tackle. Really shore up that defensive line because we just cannot afford, and we don't get Lucas Van Ness. Are we going to get Javon Dexter, though? We don't know. We get our kicker and punter, and we have to wait until next week. What is he doing? So we're going to be in a real sticky situation here. We let Will McDonald go. He wasn't going to develop into anything. 27 years old. We really needed to move on. No point in paying somebody like that. Now, I'm curious if we're just going to keep all our money or if we did get... We don't know. Give me Javon Dexter. Okay, we get him. We get Javon Dexter. 25, 85 overall. Star Dev. Has developed really nicely. We still keep 50 mil that we can take into next year. And we just get this guy added in. And it really helps our team. You know, we're going to look for quarterback, but we get our DT2 to pair with Quinnen Williams. So a really good defensive line. And I think I'd take either outside linebacker. Like, I'll take something if I have to move Edwards down here. I can do that and just enroll with linebacker. Ooh, Cisco regressed. I do not like that. So did Michael Carter. Got some stuff to work on. Our safeties aren't great. We got some stuff to work on in this draft, but quarterback has got to be just one of one is what it's got to be. Well, we have pick one of one. And as much as I would love to say that we are going to look out now, there is Jose Morgan, who an outrageous pass rusher could be great, but he doesn't look outrageous. He doesn't look like a pick one of one. Rich Collins looks like a pick one of one. We need a quarterback. We cannot make it any further with Justin Fields. Ranked 4, got him at 1, hidden dev, maybe a generational quarterback for us. And outside of that, we're just going to go to pick 2, or round 2 anywhere, where we have another pick. Do we just go with the best speed rusher? Darren Felder looks pretty decent. Doesn't look great, but looks pretty decent. We need a left end terribly. I think we just go with him. We're going to try to... normal dev. That's rough. We're going Trent Ruggs. 6'3", has some decent stats. I just still doesn't look great, but ranked at 97, got him at 97, another normal dev. And you know, it wasn't a terrible class. We really still lacking at receiver. One bad pick, but 4 players, 70 plus overall. Rich Collins, he's going to be our guy. Felder, he'll probably be a guy that sees the field. All right, well, we have the team filled out. Again, we need receiver. We could probably use tight end. Our offensive line's good. We have the rookie quarterback who looks awesome. Breece Hall, still great. Garrett Wilson, I mean, he's good. Our defense looks good. I forgot to mention Reed and Sherwood both went up in dev last year. It's kind of focused on the losses we had and the excitement of Jermaine Johnson. Felder, I'm hoping that he can step up. I'm hoping that he can make a difference. I'm hoping with the rest. I'm hoping these 3 guys really just put the pressure on and maybe he can finish up. But I feel good. I think we have a good defense. Our defense is actually ranked higher. 87 overall. That's pretty good. We have the same ranked offense as the Buffalo Bills. A higher overall team. Hopefully here in year 3 we can straighten this shit out and really get to it. And we do have some players to re-sign this year, but luckily we have some money. Quinnen Williams, I keep for 3 years. Probably bump this to 8. Around there. He stays. Jermaine Johnson, I'd be good with this, really. He stays. 48 mil left. We're going to re-sign this guy, right? He's cheap enough. A rookie, 68 overall. Olufashanu, we are also going to keep that tackle spot locked down. Sherwood, I don't know about. It depends on his dev or how his year goes, because we can definitely replace him just like we can replace the rest of these people. We'll kind of hold on to that 34 mil. Cisco, it just depends on the year he has as well. It's how it's going to go with a lot of these guys. But we can replace everybody with younger talent. And we're 4-2, so we are winning, which is good. It's the best year we've had so far. That was my issue. Apparently I didn't do this last year, even though I thought I did. Set our national focus scout to receiver. That is about our biggest need right now, pending on how we re-sign players. And looking to see if we know any. Okay, Collins is just star dev, but playing up to an 80 overall is great. Defensively, Javon Dexter got hurt. And I mean, Felder up to a 74, nothing great there. Rich Collins, it's a better year than Justin Fields has had at all. He's looks like an upgrade there. Breece Hall doing pretty decent, not a lot of touchdowns. Receiving numbers are better, but I think that's solely because of the upgrade we took at quarterback. No one's really stand out. I mean, that's 4 touchdowns for Jahan Dotson is pretty good, but nothing incredible there. Better blocking numbers than we've had all the last 2 years. Michael Carter leading the way in tackles is odd. Quinnen Williams in TFLs and Jermaine Johnson in sacks. The rookie with none. Don't like that. Ben Tyson, the rookie free safety with 2 picks so far. All right, well, we squeak into the playoffs as the 7th seed. Going 10-7. It was a really wishy-washy year. We had some it was streaky. I want to say we were 7-4 at one point. And we went on a huge winning streak right here. Lost a couple, won a couple, lost a couple, won the last 2. And those were big wins too. Philadelphia is really good. Buffalo's really good. I don't think we should have lost these 2 games though. The Colts and Texans. The Commanders were 3-9 when we lost to them. But regardless of that, we went out, or win the last 2 anyway, make the playoffs. And I think we're going to have a guy in the running for Rookie of the Year. Rich Collins. He really should be in that Rookie of the Year conversation. 3,900 yards, 38 touchdowns, 9 picks. Breece Hall taking a step back this year. 958, 5 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson over 1,000 yards. First time we've had that. 5 touchdowns. Jahan Dotson 8-8 isn't bad. Matt Wells 11 touchdowns. Tyler Warren 6-5. It's not bad. I'll take that. It looks like our sack numbers cleaned up a good bit this year. Still a little high in that tackle spot, but under 10 is good anytime. Jamie Sherwood leading the way in tackles. Jimmy Edwards in TFLs. Quinnen Williams in sacks with 10. Jermaine Johnson with 8. Jimmy Edwards with 4.5. I mean, the rookie got 2. You just hate to see that. 3 picks for Sauce, 2 for Sherwood, 2 for Ben Tyson, and 1 for a couple others. We got a really good corner group, so the fact that we are just not doing anything there is 26 in opponent pass yards. We feel like we have a good enough defense that shouldn't be the case. And we have to try to play Kansas City, who is really good. Rich Collins up to an 89 overall. Yeah, I mean we have a good secondary. I don't understand why we're struggling so much with that. But the team is starting to develop too, so I do like that. No complaints, really. Felder's up to a 76. Hopefully, he's not going to get Defensive Rookie of the Year. He only had 2 sacks, but hopefully he can just continue to develop and maybe next year get a dev trait. And we're going to hop in here. One of those non-sticky situations. We're not going to worry about it at all as we go to the end of the game. And our defense is holding up pretty good here. Just need our offense to 3 would... Oh, we get 7. They tie it. We win. 14-7. We take down Kansas City. This rookie quarterback made all the difference. That's all I can say. Not a big passing game for either team. Breece Hall, 105 and a touchdown is really good. Who was our... 15 receiving yards for Jahan Dotson. Matt Wells, the lead receiver with 38 yards. Just seemed to be a defensive day as we had a decent amount of sacks. Edwards with 1.5, Reed with 1, Quinnen Williams with 1, Javon Dexter with 0.5, Johnson with 0.5, Amanawari with 0.5, and no interceptions. Hey, a low score, we get the win. I'm okay with it. Oh, man, we're really running through the gauntlet here. First Kansas City, now Baltimore. This is going to be a tough one. I don't see us coming out on the other side of this victorious. But I also didn't see us doing that last week. Let's go to the end. We do score first, 3-0. Our defense seems to be really good in these sim situations. I wish our offense would pick it up because I'm saying this 10-3 is the final score. We lose the divisional to the Ravens. It just looked like our defense or our offense could never really get it going. And yeah, Rich Collins, that pick was probably the difference. Breece Hall, pretty good day. We need another receiver bad. Javon Dexter with 2 sacks. Jermaine Johnson with 2 sacks. And Keely Ringo got the interception. Interesting. All right, so if y'all thought that the Super Bowl was going to be Houston and New York, y'all really got something going because I've never seen that matchup in the Super Bowl. Okay, Rich Collins makes the list for MVP. We probably make the list. We're right there at 10 for Coach of the Year. Offensive Player of the Year, nobody. I'm really concerned about this. Rookie of the Year does go to Rich Collins. Give him a dev trait. Defensive Rookie, Felder's down at 10, but I didn't expect anything. Quarterback, Collins is there. Running back, Breece Hall's there, but he didn't have a great year. Nobody for receiver. Offensive line, Vera Tucker at 4. Tippmann at 7. It's pretty good. Quinnen Williams making the list for D-line. No linebackers. Defensive back, nobody, really. And kicker, Joshua Carty comes in 2nd. Now, I'm really hoping, okay, Rich Collins goes up in dev. We don't have anybody else, though, gaining a dev trait on the offense. Defensively, okay, Jimmy Edwards goes up to superstar dev. I like that. Nobody else goes up or down, though. I'm perfectly okay with that. As if he's going to go up to superstar dev, awesome. That means we drafted a really great pass rusher last year. And the New York Giants with Brock Purdy are your Super Bowl champions. Didn't have that in my bingo card. All right, well, Will Campbell will probably just re-sign. Sherwood is going to go. He's 28 now, so he's going to start regressing. He doesn't have a good dev trait. Cisco, I feel the same way about. He just never took off. All these guys really are not playing a big role on this team, so we are going to let them go and try to replace them in the draft and free agency. All right, all we're targeting here is a third corner. We brought in Deron Bland last year. This year could be Drew Phillips, superstar dev, only 26. We got the 5 bars. We don't get him. Where did he go? That's ridiculous. Maybe we just go after... You know what? We're going to take it to the draft. We're just going to go to the draft. Keep our money. We have to re-sign some players next year. All right, well, we are at the draft, and we do have to go all the way down to pick 26. So we are in this later round. But that's okay. I'm not upset. I think I know exactly where we go, and there's some good players up here. What does this guy look like? Is this guy a guy we could move over? I think we just go with the guy we have focus scouted that looks really good. Antoine Macklin. Round 1 to 2 talent. He is our fixture at free safety. Ranked at 26. Got him at 26. Hidden dev. Perfect fit. All right, yeah, we're going receiver here in round 2. We need to get more weapons for our rookie quarterback. Ranked at 29. Oh, a hidden dev. Normally these slot archetypes are not, but this guy's going to be pretty good. Lance Costello, round 1 to 2 talent. We lost Jamie and Sherwood. Now we bring in Costello, ranked at 36. Got him at 90. Another hidden dev. Oh, this dude's insane. Hold up. That is elite. This is an insane athlete. He's got to be hidden dev. Normal dev? That type of player? I don't care. I'm going to start him. That dude looks insane. And here in the 5th round, I'm hoping the corner is still here. D. Lynch, he's just kind of got the best letter grades. He's going to be a corner 3. Young guy. Normal dev. Looks like he can be good enough. And that's probably going to wrap up this draft. We're just going to go to the end. And we killed it this draft. Macklin, a 74 overall. Richard Byrd, a 74 overall. Costello, a 74. Greenfield, a 70. D. Lynch, a 67. Freddie drawn I don't really know about, and neither do I know about Richard Bolden. But yeah, I mean, that's a really good draft. We got some rookie players that are going to start. I mean, you start the top 3 hidden devs in the first 3 rounds. That's incredible. All right, well, this is what it's looking like going into year 4, and it looks good. We do have to make, a couple slight changes there. I do want Greenfield at the 2 spot, just because he's the type of athlete he is insane. We really we got some players starting to regress. Like Garrett Wilson went down after his best year yet, but still good enough. I think with Collins at quarterback, we're going to be good. We still do kind of really need a wide receiver too. We brought in Bird, who's going to be a great slot receiver, but we need that standout too, and we just don't have them yet. Defensively, we add in Costello, we add in Macklin. There's really good additions. I mean, this defense still should be able to win us games. Jermaine Johnson starting to regress a little bit, but I don't think we need to necessarily look for his replacement yet. So with all that said, we're gonna just dive right into year 4 and try to see if we can duplicate what we did last year. Okay, well, we're doing better than duplicating. We're 7-0, undefeated so far at this point in the year. I'm curious to how, what is doing so well, and we don't have a lot of money. I'm really Will Campbell's got to stay. I don't know why he doesn't want to be here, but he's going to stay. $16 million left. I think we just keep him out of worry. We're just going to keep it at 3, and we'll round that off to 5. He stays. $8 million left. Tyler Warren may have to go. We can keep Reed on this? We're going to see. We might not keep Reed. I think outside, like a pass coverage linebacker is easy to replace. We might just let them all go. Tyler Warren's production should be fairly easy to replace. I do want to see what our dev traits are. Bird is star dev, so that is nice. Tippmann is hurt. I do not like that. Defensively, Costello, star dev, Macklin, star dev. That's perfectly fine. They're developing nice, and they're playing good. The whole team's playing good, apparently, because we're 7-0. That just means playing good. Rich Collins, incredible year. Breece Hall having a pretty good year, 564, 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Richard Bird leading the way, 41-7. Greenfield with 471 and 5. Garrett Wilson kind of falling off there. Some pretty good, only 5 sacks is really good. Defensively, Costello leading the way in tackles. Darren Felder in TFLs. And Quinnen Williams in sacks. Jimmy Edwards with 4.5. Jermaine Johnson with 2.5. Only 4 picks, so not a lot there. But those generally pick up in the second half of the year. We do need to make sure we get Felder or Greenway back in this receiver lineup. It's got him mixed up. I want him up top. I know Bird is going to be he's just a slot receiver, so I know that's good there. We've got a lot of good going on here. Let's hope we can keep it up. All right, to end the year, we go 12-5. Fell off a little bit, hit a streak of just some really good teams we had to play. So, a little bit of a fall off, but our offense looked like it was, a top 10 offense, top 15, 20-ish defense, not great numbers there. We already actually knew our dev traits. Let's take a look and see how Rich Collins, an incredible year. 4,300 yards, 40 touchdowns, 7 picks. Sadly, we're never getting that with Justin Fields. Breece Hall, 1,200 yards, 16 touchdowns, his best year yet. Richard Bird, 1,100 yards, 15 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, 906 and 6. Greenfield, 726 and 9 touchdowns. Some decent blocking numbers. We had some, a little bit of a fall off there at the last half of the year. Lane Costello leading the way in tackles. Lane Costello leading the way in TFLs. And Quinnen Williams with 15.5 sacks is awesome. Jimmy Edwards, 6. Feldler with 2 again. It's just not great. Sauce Gardner, 5 picks. Nobody else really contributing to that number, though. Greenfield did good for what he was doing, and it keeps benching him. He's developing nicely. So, and Bird is up to an 84, which is insane. Collins, a 90 true overall is really good out of a second-year quarterback. Defensively, I mean, we got some guys developing, right? Edwards, Costello, Reed still developing, Amanawari still developing, Macklin up to a 79 true. Felder's he's not even bad. Pretty sure he's a right end though, but whatever. I'm not going to focus on it. I think this team's really good. I think we can make a big playoff push with this team, so we're just going to have to do that. All right, well, we have a wild card game to hop into here in year 4 against the Jets. We are the Jets against the New England Patriots. Let's see how they were able to build their team compared to us. Looks like they got that's Milton Williams. He developed for them, I guess. All right, well, y'all know we're going to go ahead and jump to the end here. Hoping we can win this game. We take a 7-0 lead. We have, 14-0. I like the way this is heading. I need to change the quarter lengths. I forgot to do that. This game's been a blowout either way. 34-0. Man, we beat our divisional opponent, the Patriots. Yeah, they're eye rolling. They know they got smoked. Rich Collins, 22-27, 257, 3 touchdowns. Drake May, a terrible performance. Oh, Breece Hall, 151 and a touchdown. Greenfield with a touchdown. Richard Byrd with a touchdown. Defensively, what kind of Jermaine Johnson with the sack, Darren Felder with the sack, and Lance Costello with the solo interception. And in the divisional round, it's looking like we got the Los Angeles Chargers. They're also 11-6. Time to see. Same thing. We got to just win. They still got Justin Herbert. Let's see if that matters in MetLife. If he continues to carry his normal playoff performance, or if he does better. 7-3. Our defense bending and not breaking. 14-6. Our offense is getting slowed down a little bit. 21-6. 28-6, 31-6. We got 31-13. That's going to wrap it up. Another blowout. Back-to-back games. We're just manhandling these teams. Even though it wasn't a big passing day, Collins did have 3 touchdowns, but under 200 yards. Breece Hall, 63 and a touchdown. Greenfield is killing it the last 2 games. 80 and 2 touchdowns. Byrd with another touchdown. Did we have, it looks like Jermaine Johnson had 2 sacks. They got Rashawn Gary now. Javon Dexter with a sack. Felder and Edwards splitting a sack. Reed and Quinnen Williams splitting a sack. And Deron Bland with an interception. I would really like just to maintain these blowouts that we got going. But we have the 16-1 Chiefs. Holy smokes. Collins winning player of the week. Jermaine Johnson on there too. Looks like we might have to play Philly. I don't know if we've played them yet in this. I don't think we've made it this far. But we got to take down the Chiefs first. And they look unstoppable. We're in Arrowhead, so this is going to be a tough one. I went to the next quarter. Looks like we might have a shootout here to start. All right, now let's go to the end of the game. Try that. Kansas City takes 14-7, 14-14, tie game. That changed quick. Can we? All right, we're going to take this a little slower so we can try to keep up. He kicked that long of a field goal. We got a tie game here, and I'm hoping. All right, there we go. We get the first down. I'm hoping, okay, our offense stays moving. Just wondering if we can keep up with them. I mean, I know we have the offense to do it. And that really hurt right there. But it's only a 3-point game. All right, we're moving. I need to quit stressing it. A minute left. 14 seconds, 8 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds. That's game over. We beat the Chiefs. Not a blowout, a shootout. I was correct about that. Rich Collins, 371 yards, 6 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Breece Hall, 71 yards, They had 3 rushing touchdowns. Let's see. Garrett Wilson with a receiving touchdown. Bird with 2. Tyler Warren with a touchdown. Breece Hall with 2 receiving touchdowns. There's a lot there. Defensively, do we have not a lot of sacks? I'll tell you, we had 3. Jermaine Johnson, Jimmy Edwards, and Darren Felder with sacks. And Dimitri Lewis had this, he had their pick, a rookie. Oh, and we have to play the Green Bay Packers. That is a new one. Well, not really, but I didn't expect it coming for whatever reason. As Collins is only 9th on the MVP list. We come in 4th as far as Coach of the Year goes. Collins at Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Quentin Williams at 10. Offensive Rookie does go to Richard Byrd. I was hoping maybe Greenfield could get it, but I'm fine with that. Defensive Rookie goes to Costello. Quarterback, Collins at 4. Running back, Breece Hall at 2. Receiver, Byrd at 5. We got 2 offensive linemen in there. Best defensive lineman, Quentin Williams at 8. Best linebacker, no. Best defensive back, Sauce Gardner at 2. And best kicker, Cardi at 6. And Collins doesn't get a dev trait, but, playing fantastic. Breece Hall gets a dev trait. Byrd gets a dev trait. Defensively, Costello gets a dev trait, so that's really good. I think that's it. Unless Quentin Williams, he may have been Superstar X Factor, though. I can't remember. But, that's a solid team, and we still got a year left. All right, well, it's time to hop in. Let's win this Super Bowl. All right, let's jump to the end of the game. I'm hoping our offense, Green Bay scores first. We put up 3. They must have a good defense because I have not seen... Okay, 17-14. Our offense is starting to roll now. We're starting to roll. I'm good with holding here, too. That's a win. 27-point game. 31-17. That is going to end it, as it looks like they tried to score there at the end. We get a year 4 Super Bowl. Come on, Rich Collins. 280, 4 touchdowns. Jordan Love didn't have a bad game himself. Breece Hall, 74 yards. Receiving. Where are we at? Tyler Warren, 2 touchdowns. Richard Byrd with the touch. I think it's Richard. Yeah, Richard Byrd with a touchdown. Jahan Dotson had a touchdown. Let's see what kind of sack numbers. Jamin Davis, Cyphers, and Edwards splitting a sack. So not a lot of sacks. And Reed with the interception. Well, Rich Collins got the MVP. We get a Super Bowl here in year 4. Time to see if we can pull off the repeat. Well, we get a little bump in money, so we are going to keep Reed around and keep that left outside linebacker spot just filled out. All right, well, we're just going to let the free agency go. We only got 18 mil, and there's nobody specifically I feel like signing. I think we're in a good enough spot. We can just draft and repeat, do it that way. All right, well, we're at the draft. We've got pick 32. Just won the Super Bowl. I'm not trading up. I don't think there's really a need for us to trade up. We can kind of take best player available, but I really think the best player is going to be Darren Melvin. We need a third corner. He's going to come in, be that third corner. Ranked at 26, got him at 32. Normal dev, doesn't really matter. He is going to be a good enough overall for our third corner. And here in the second round, we're going to go tight end. I just got to figure out who the better tight end is. We got Jeff Rushing here. Looks pretty good. Great speed, elite strength, great agility. But there is also Stephen Fordham. He's 23, though. I don't like 23. This guy down here, Travis Foley, he looks pretty good. You know what? We might just take a couple swings. We got a lot of draft picks. So we're going to start with Jeff Rushing. Ranked at 44, got him at 64, hidden dev, not taking a couple swings. He's just a guy. He is 23, which I don't like, but at year 5, it's not a big deal. Now we might take a couple more swings at corner, maybe try to get a hidden dev. All right, taking another corner, Dante Shorts. Might have been a little bit of a stretch. Taking another tight end, Foley, looks pretty good. Ranked at 40, another hidden dev tight end. All right, well, we didn't have a terrible draft. These corners... aren't terrible. They're going to be, I mean, 74. That was our overall of our third corner last year. This guy's a rookie, so maybe he develops. Got to tight ends. They look pretty similar. Foley's got better acceleration. But I'll let the computer decide which one's going to play. I mean, we're just going to get these guys plugged in and start year 5. All right, well, this is what the team's looking like. Really good. Offensive line looks really good. Breece Hall's great. Our receivers are great. I do want to bump Greenfield up to that 2 spot because Bird is going to be in the slot. Rushing and Foley both there. Hidden Dev look good. I don't know how Foley is they're both possession type tight ends, so I don't know what happened there. Rich Collins, a 92 true overall. What more could you ask for? The defense looks great. Melvin, the rookie, already playing up to a 76. No complaints there. I think this team's going to be great, and I think we can run it back. All right, 5-2. That means we're winning games. We're leading the division. It looks like our defense is really carrying the weight here. We have a weekly award winner. Who is it? Rich Collins. Ooh, Amanawari. Those are our only 2 award winners, sadly. And Rich Collins, he's incredible. I do not regret drafting him and getting rid of Justin Fields. Breece Hall, doing okay. Good yards, not a lot of touchdowns. Garrett Wilson leading the way in receiving yards. Bird with 409, 5 touchdowns. Greenfield, 378, 4 touchdowns. Doesn't look like we have a lot of sacks, so I do enjoy that. Costello leading the way in tackles. Jermaine Johnson in TFLs. And Jimmy Edwards in sacks with 4. I mean, not bad sack numbers, but not great. And Nick Amanawari has 3 picks. Nobody else has an interception. That I don't like, but our defense is playing well enough. I'm not going to complain about it. They've really got us winning games. Now, we have a lot of players to re-sign. This offensive line is falling apart because Jimmy Edwards, we don't even really have enough money to pay him. I'm not even going to worry about re-signing him. We don't need to. This is our last year of the rebuild. I'm not doing any focus scouting, anything like that, because we're not carrying this one. And rushing is a star dev. We don't know Foley's dev trait yet, but it's probably very similar or the same. Defensively, didn't have any dev traits. Melvin playing up to a 77. Everybody looks like they're playing good, playing up. I don't know why Amanawari just quit developing, really. He hit that 82 and that was it. We're going to keep trucking along, though. Let's make the playoffs here in year 5. Well, I was right. Year 5, we were able to run it back with just drafting players. 14-3, we're the 1 seed. We get the bye week, even. And no players in the league leaders, which is kind of weird because we were just putting up numbers. Rich Collins, 4,400 yards, 46 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Breece Hall, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Richard Bird, 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson, close to 1,000, 6 touchdowns. Greenfield, 746 and 10. Jeff Rushing, the rookie tight end, had 7 touchdowns. Pretty good numbers. Not terrible sack numbers, really. Nobody breaking that 5. Costello leading the way in tackles. Quinnen Williams in TFLs. And Quinnen Williams in sacks. Our sacks were spread out. I mean, a lot of 4 people with more than 5 is pretty good. I'd like to see some more, but that's a career high for Felder. Costello had 3 picks. Amanawari had 3 picks. 1 for a couple others. Not terrible numbers on that defensive side of the ball, especially because of where we ranked. Like 3rd in offensive points, 5th in pass yards, 8th in rush yards, 5th in defensive points per game, 8th in defensive pass yards, 8th in defensive rush yards. We killed it. And Beasley is hurt. That is not good. How long is he out for? We don't really want him out. Okay, broken finger 1 week. I don't even like that as an injury in this game because players aren't missing a playoff game because of a broken finger. Okay, so Foley's superstar dev, so he's going to get the start. Wish I would have known that. I should have checked. because he would have been a lot better this season. Defensively, we didn't have any dev traits, but the team looks like it's developing pretty good. Melvin playing up to a 78 so far. Excited to see what kind of dev traits we get this year. And in the divisional round, we got to take down the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully we can. Divisional opponent, they're always a tough one. Josh Allen now, I think they got a Super Bowl during this earlier on. But we tied them. We got one as well. So hopefully we can get a second, get over them as we go to the end of the game here in MetLife. I have faith in our offense, but we need to put something together here. 1-point game, 9-7. I don't know what our team is doing here, but we're not scoring points. 14-9. We just keep punting it. I hope our offensive lineman is not like this. You know what? I'm not going to do that yet. You know what? I am. I hope it's not our offensive lineman like being the reason we're not winning games. No, we just can't get a pass off. Why did I do that? All right, they only get 3. It's an 8-point game. What are we doing, team? How about we throw the ball instead of running it in the fourth quarter with no time on the clock? There we go. Get the first. I'm going to score. I'm going to score. It just sucks that we're in this spot. There we go. We're going to have to go for 2 here too, so I don't want to burn all the clock. Oh, Breece Hall. Yeah, Rich Collins is going to sneak this in. We're on the 1. 3 minutes left. Our defense is going to have to come up huge. All right. So we got to go for 2 here. I'm going to do this. I like the look of this. I'm hoping Bird can... And Foley catches it. That's a tie game. That was a close one. See if our defense can get something going here. They get sacked. 3rd and 9. 4th and 9. They get the ball. We get the ball back. And we're going to... What are we doing here, guys? We're taking a huge loss on... That offensive lineman is just killing us. Not having him. We got to get in field goal range here. And Garrett Wilson's going to get us there. Garrett Wilson's going to get us there. And he gets hurt. That's not exactly ideal, but he gets us there, so... Breece Hall. Ooh, truck him over. Run him over. What am I saying? All right. I think we're in field goal range. And Breece Hall's got room to run, too, to make it a little bit easier of a field goal. They're going to start calling timeouts now. We'll just substitute Garrett Wilson. We don't need him in here at this point. We have got... we've pretty much assured the win here. And I'm not going to kick the field goal. We're going to leave it up to the sim gods. And we hit it, 17-20. We take down Buffalo. That was a close one. Collins, no passing touches. Not a great day passing. Breece Hall, 121 on the ground. That's pretty good. Garrett Wilson with nice... that's probably mostly us. Really, defensively... Braylon Trice had 3.5 sacks. He killed us. Quentin Williams with the sack. Half sack between those guys. Reed with the interception. Just wasn't the game I was expecting out of us. Could be because it was a divisional opponent. I feel like Madden also does something when you have when you get the bye week. It's It's almost harder to win when you have the bye week. And we have to play the Baltimore Ravens. I don't know that we've played them yet. So this is going to be an interesting one. They have a really good team. Another home game with a 1 seed. It's the advantage we get as we go to the end of the game. Need our offense to step it up. We struggled last week against Buffalo. But we got back-to-back scores there. 21-3, 21-6. They're moving pretty well. They stalled us a little bit there, but 28-6, that's 28-4, 30. Okay, that's game over. That's game over. We take down the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship. Rich Collins, another amazing day. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Breece Hall, 92 and a touchdown. Garrett Wilson led us in receiving yards. Foley with the receiving touchdown. Greenfield with the receiving touchdown. Bird with the receiving touchdown. Defensively, hopefully I don't even need to look at that. Sacks, Jermaine Johnson, 1.5. Darren Melvin with a half sack. Edwards with a half sack. Quentin Williams with a half sack. A pick for Melvin, the rookie, and a pick for Amanawari. All right, we have a Super Bowl here against the Atlanta Falcons. We're just jumping to the end of the game. Hoping I don't have to hop in, but this Atlanta team, you never know. They sim pretty well. 7-3, 14-3. We're getting it back together. 14-6, 21-6, 21-13. A lot happening here. 31-13. Nah, that's it. It's a blowout. Game over. They kept it close till the end. Well, till the fourth quarter. We get our second Super Bowl in a row in blowout fashion, and it looks like, Penix had a good day, but Collins, just under 200 yards, 3 touchdowns. Breece Hall, 92 and a touchdown. We still got Kyle Pitts. Garrett Wilson, 115. Richard Bird with 2 receiving touchdowns. Ruggs with a receiving touchdown. What kind of sacks did we have? Edwards with a sack. Jermaine Johnson with a sack. A pick for Amanawari and a pick for Reed. Those guys stayed steady getting interceptions. And we didn't... Oh, well, we got Coach of the Year, but that was all the award winners we had. We had a lot in the running, a lot of 2s, a lot of, just... Oh, no, actually, Breece Hall did get Running Back of the Year, so we did have those 2. Outside of that, though, we were in the mix. We didn't really have any standout stat lines, so I'm not upset with how that went. But, we won 2 Super Bowls in a row, so I don't really care about award wins. We got Super Bowl rings, which is better. And this is the team as we end this rebuild here. Collins goes up to Superstar X Factor, which, he's insane. The offensive line is really good. Our receiving core is good. It looks like Greenfield and Foley got hurt, but that's not a big deal. Bird, Greenfield was good. He was one of those players that should have been star dev. He had 5 elites. Garrett Wilson had an okay career. I think it was very on par with what he's been. Nothing spectacular, but really good highs, some really good moments, but nothing beyond that. Defense looks really good, Jimmy Edwards, guy we drafted, a great pass rusher, brought in Javon Dexter. Felder was serviceable. Jermaine Johnson had a pretty decent career. Brought in Deron Bland, drafted Macklin, drafted Amanawari, drafted Costello, drafted Reed. Built this team. You really only have 3 Jets, real-life Jets on this team right now. These 3 are on defense anyway. These 3, and it was an incredible team. We built an incredible team. One of the most successful rebuilds I've had, really. Once we gave up on Justin Fields. I didn't really want to give up on Justin Fields, but what choice do we have, right? He's got to have an incredible year, year 1, so he's got to be in the right playbook with the right team around him to really get there. And we didn't have that as the Jets. Now, he could maybe play a lot better in real life than he does in Madden, and he could develop. And maybe next year's Madden, they give him a star dev trade or something, and we are able to redo this, and he can develop. As Rich Collins wins his 2nd Super Bowl MVP there, but maybe he can develop. Maybe he has a really good half a year next year. Madden 26 is out. Him and Garrett Wilson are killing it. He gets a dev trade. We're able to just go in and rebuild them from that point. But I mean, outside of that, really you're looking for somebody else. You're looking for a different player, and that's what we found here in Rich Collins. A great rebuild, guys. I really enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave a like. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. If you're new here, which most people that are seeing this probably are, let me know down in the comments below if there is a team that you want to see rebuilt next. And until next time, guys, y'all have a good one.